Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's down to business here.
For my money, Peter, Sergio Busquets was the best number.
Shapes to shoot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Yeah, the ball in there was simply superb. He won't be too happy that it's gone to waste like that.
What a throw in. And that's been won straight back. Adams. That's Cannavaro. Conte. Busquets. Now he's got space here. There's the shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Xavi. And it's Cannavaro. Rodri. That's Busquets. And it's Xavi. Now, can they get him away? Bayer gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Conte. That's an imaginative pass. And a chance! Goal! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Kilmarnock have penetrated for the first time.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
That has ended up in no man's land. Ambitious ball here.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Thuram.
Kilmarnock clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Busquets. Ricky Puig. DiMarco. And it's Soboslai. Mbappe is onto this. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Busquets. And it's Rodri. It's a searching pass. Kante spots it and intercepts. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And here's Soboslai. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, good take and a good air. Soboslai! A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. A high-octane end to the first period, but there's still a single goal in it.
Well, obviously things are not good, Peter. It seems the team were just a bit too busy playing within themselves, too tentative. They have to improve and make it fast.
Substitutions taking place.
And we're off again.
Barcelona can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Shot could be on.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off.
In again. Oh, what a climb! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Ricky Puig. Probing pass. And this is Luis Suarez. He's shifting through the gears here. It's Xavi! That's a lovely, neat pass. No way through. Thuram. Now it's Xavi. Barcelona still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Played over towards the opposite flank. So Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this.
DiMarco producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Great vision. Mbappe!
Barcelona really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Oh, what's he giving here? He's given a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 18.
So this to extend their lead.
Number 8. Dennis Law. Number 11.
Wonderful save by Vitor Bayer.
Number 97.
And that's a poor pen.
A cool head was needed there, and we got anything but.
Number 5.
Kilmarnock with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Xavi with the short one. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Defending of the desperate variety. The message is clear, none shall pass. Now it's Busquets, and the through ball. And this is Luis Suarez. Luis Suarez! He tried the chip, but it wasn't his best.
Suarez might just be regretting what was probably the toughest of his options.
Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. Adams. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, good spread. Ronaldinho. Oh, that's nice. Place it in low. Xavi. Time is running out here.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Thuram. Aubameyang. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. Barcelona really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
No, that's been intercepted. That's the end. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest.
And a quick announcement today that memorabilia.
So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
That's a fairly demoralising...
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. And that gets things running. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
I'd say Petr Cech. I'm trying to come up with a flaw in his game, and I can't. Dependable and strong in every aspect of a goalkeeper's job, and he breeds confidence for his defence.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Now it's Luis Suarez. Zakaria. And here's Suarez. He saw the danger and he went crashing in. Mateus. And he was alert to it.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
And the shot! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front!
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
Barcelona penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Oh, he's just loving that. Certainly gives you a very unique feeling. Tremendous. Suarez really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then
goes for a shot! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Lowe certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
Davis, a player who needs no introduction. Madrid were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking,
there's the shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Suarez knows only too well that he should have converted after getting through one-on-one. He doesn't need telling. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Oh, there's a probing ball. And now they can spring out of defence. This looks promising. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Maradona. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Vitinha. He's being urged to shoot.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Del Piero. Mateus. Davis goes on a charge down the left. Maradona. And this is Luis Suarez. Mateus. Barcelona are looking to break at pace. And he's managed to get free. Oh, well played. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Okay, they got hit with that one sucker punch, but I don't think there was much wrong with their overall approach. I think the boss needs to give his team a lift during the break, and they should still be quite buoyant.
Barcelona head for the dressing room in possession of a 1-0 lead. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Barcelona definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Now it's Del Piero. Law. Vitinha. Nedved. But it's Owen. Looking for options for movement. Owen unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Messi. Nice control. Zakaria. Now there's a fine ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
That is good alertness. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out.
Decent chance! There it is! They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 8, Dennis Law.
So, time for
Number
changes
4,
on both sides, actually.
Number 9,
Madrid grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Number 15,
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Number 21, Owen. Number 17, Perez. Number 19, Eze. Number 10, Isco. Substitutions taking place.
Madrid have the chance to go the other way. And the pass is intercepted. That's an imaginative pass. And he's... And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
There's a certain aura about him today. Tremendous.
Corner number 2 then. And he welcomes it in. Great chance! Oh, should have put that away.
Perez has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Corner number 3 coming up. Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it. And it's Bale. Bale. He has found the way through. Swept in. Now it's Villa. David Villa! Yes! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Madrid have their second corner now. He's got tall. Distributed tidily. It's Bale! Now, that's another chance! He's scored! 2 up now, and they are cruising. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Minutes has been indicated.
Madrid could not have picked a better time to snatch a 2-goal lead. Is there still time for a response?
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see them more...
Up he goes! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, it's very well timed. The delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against. Madrid clearly now in lead preservation mode.
Oh, it's Nedved. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And he is going into that little black book.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
And that will be it. Barcelona played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began so promisingly from their perspective, but they are leaving here feeling utterly... So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things have got underway here pretty promptly.
It's a privilege to see the defensive great that is Franco Baresi.
Absolutely.
A marvellous tactical brain married to good pace and a technical ease.
Darren Fletcher. Now it's Batistuta. Batistuta! Batistuta! Utterly brilliant!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. It's a searching pass. It's a pretty loose pass. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And he's there to make the challenge. Baresi, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. And now they can clear their lines. And reclaimed it in a trice. Mateus. He's going for goal! Lingered over it, and the chance to counter had gone.
Well, the whole idea of a good breakaway is to leave the opposition struggling to get back, and they were just too slow. Barcelona really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And this is Owen. He has found the way through. John, surely!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Nakata. Now it's Mbappe, and it's Messi, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Can he get it through? DiMarco providing an outlet on that flank. Cleared away.
Barcelona truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Played back in. Pass is just off target. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
That's a sharp pass. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And he's picked it up out wide. And the whistle goes for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the supports have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 21, Owen.
So off we go once more.
Is number 11.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
That has not gone well. Batistuta. Now this could be a chance. He's free, he has got space. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Dixon.
Oh, it's great work in terms of both purpose and intensity.
And it's Fletcher. Mbappe! And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. Oh, that's well spotted. Szoboszlai is someone with real dynamite in his boots.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Barcelona are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
And he can clear it away. Law. Played into space. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Messi. That is good alertness. Barcelona still have the cards to affect this game. Tries a shot! Oh, taken with style! Barcelona are back in business! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Barcelona grab the equaliser. Oh, smashing! Off the post! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Szoboszlai fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Looking to play him in. Mbappe receives it in a good position here.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
He's through, now is he in? There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And Hullet!
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And he's managed to gift it back. Law.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
That's gone for a throw-in. Law. Well read, and the danger is averted. That's that, the end. Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing, and both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Listen, the more this game went on, a draw was always likely to be on the card, so overall I don't think anyone will be complaining too much about what they've got.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. Well, I'm Peter Drury, and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. The action has already started. Decent chance! That's a little off target. Now it's Del Piero. Del Piero! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Del Piero actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Henderson gets it away. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Barella tries to pass it through. Oh, that's well spotted. Vitinha. It's Hullet. Rummenigge. Great ball, and he's in here. Shapes to shoot. Baresi. First quarter of an hour gone. He's in a great position here, and he's on his way. Cannavaro did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Great vision. Barella. Rummenigge. It's a good, terrific header. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. He's got tall. Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Hullet certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Can he get it through? And the through ball. Oh, he's been flat. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Barcelona present their opponents with the best possible chance here. This for the lead. And he's buried it! 1-0! Not much more than a formality.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
Substitution.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. He's been replaced here, Jim. What do you think? Injury?
Yeah, I think this is for his own good in the longer term. He's picked up a knock that he can't quite shake off, and common sense has prevailed here. There's no point in aggravating the injury.
Uruguay have taken the lead.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus, as the opposition will inevitably react.
And he's gone looking for safety. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Well, that looks a decent ball. And a chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Barcelona have their second corner now. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, that's a key interception. Into the final 5 minutes of the first half. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Barella can so cleverly bypass the press. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
2 added minutes
Uruguay
has been indicated.
looking to pass their way through. Can he get on the end of this? Mateus tries to dink it through. He's had a shot! And the first half is done. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. And we're off again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too up.
Takes a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 3 coming up. Deftly away. Real chance! Jordan Henderson is someone so... Has a shot! Oh my word, that is quite something! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Barcelona are back in business. The purest possible contact. He's going for goal! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Rummenigge could move up a gear here. Threads one in, and he's picked out the run. He's shifting through the gears here.
Pretty robust defending.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass. And he's tried one! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
And it's Soboslai. Aimed beyond the defence. There's the delivery.
That's good defensive concentration. He read that really well and stopped it.
And Del Piero! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
Oh, and looking, there's the urgency they need, and it nearly brought them a goal.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And that's a good chance, surely! Goal! Barcelona! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Jordan Henderson. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, well played.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
This is
has been
Owen.
indicated.
It is a corner. So their fourth corner of the game. It's a mighty effort! And one more try! It's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obvious.
So that's it. It is all over. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity, what joy. That was so very, very good.
And a quick
Moore
announcement
claiming
for
the man of the
benefit
match
anybody who
award.
has found this
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Hello Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Just listen to that noise, this place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So we're up and running. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, this fella, Donnarumma, is someone who's been catching our eyes ever since he made his top-flight debut at the age of 16. He's had to grow up very quickly because of that, and it shows in his positional awareness and consistency. And you've got to remember, his shot-stopping is second to none.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Oh, it's Batistuta, and this is Hullet.
That's good play from him.
It's a searching pass, and he plays one through. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Mateus pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Robertson, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Looking to play him in. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Darren Fletcher. Robertson. Roberto Carlos gets across to intercept that. And he's been shifted off it. Oh, he's onto this. Oh, that's a key interception.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Mateus, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And Del Piero! That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Barcelona can try it again now. Corner number 2 then. Up he goes! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Bale. He's found a way through. Costa Curta does well to get it back. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Batistuta is onto this. Batistuta! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Roberto Carlos with the short one. And now they can spring out of defence.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove...
Shot a goal! Pressure stays on, it is a corner. So, third corner of the game. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Can he get on the end of this? He's got away. He's found some space. Can he finish? Marvellous goal!
That couldn't have been a more potent injection of belief for this team. Top man, top drawer.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
So we have our breakthrough.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
Now it's Del Piero. And we've reached half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
That gets things going for the second half.
Barcelona can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
And it's Fletcher.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players. Chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Oh, it was such a clever pass that flummoxed the defence, and it could well be revisited, this.
Oh, easy pickings there. Pullet is wide and looking to get onto this. A hefty whistle's gone, and the referee has given a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. This then to draw level. Brilliant save from Donnarumma! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he lines up, oh, what a climb! No mistake! They have come roaring back!
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Robertson is looking to influence the game from out wide. Barcelona ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And the pass is intercepted. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Roberto Carlos. Del Piero. Now, can they get him away? Beckenbauer cuts out the pass. Beckenbauer gets rid without sophistication. Vitinha.
Milan clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Pinches it off him. Mateus. for Messi. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he?
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Roberto Carlos.
2 added minutes has been
Confirmation
indicated.
that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And that's that. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. Messi taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match,
I'm
and
afraid
deservedly
to tell you
so.
that we're expecting traffic to be heavy after
How
the
do you
final
look back on the
whistle
game
today.
then, Jim?
Barcelona certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
And all that remains for me is to... Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already.
It's rare for me to look at a fullback as a potential match winner, Peter, but with Roberto Carlos, I can make an exception.
defender at all, is he? He's a winger more than that.
Exactly, the Brazilian Express, up and down the line all the time, and a taker of audacious free kicks.
Palmer! Priceless from Palmer!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
After 8 minutes.
He just absolutely speared that in.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
Barcelona are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Del Piero. And he's managed to get free. The cross. And back out it comes. Palmer. Can he get it through? Neatly clipped into space. And that is as far as they're going to go. They get a throw in. And played cross-field, changing the point of attack.
Well spotted.
That's a little off target. He's a sharp little ball here, and the through ball. That's gone all the way through to the keeper. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Scholes. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. And it's Del Piero. And Del Piero! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
DiMarco does really well to win the ball there. Oh, can he get onto this?
Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time
Chance for a shot! And it's in! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well,
Messi with a definite foul there. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
They want to be quick to recover this. Barcelona are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Oh, good-looking ball. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. He's being urged. Batistuta! And it's there! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
A case now of complete control.
Well, their manager seems...
Goes for a shot! He's kept it out just.
Well, that's a sign that he clearly feels the need to take it upon himself to try and get his side back into this.
It's a pretty loose pass. Out towards the flank. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
This is a lost children's announcement. Would the father of a boy in a yellow t-shirt kindly make his way to the information center?
And the second half gets underway. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. The referee's awarded a free kick. DiMarco. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. No, that's been intercepted. And it's played forward. Now that looks a decent ball. And it's Soboslai. He's shifting through the gears here. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Oh, there's the shot! He scores! And they are right back within touch! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So is this the start of a comeback?
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution.
And he shoots! It's a goal! Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Soboslai. And he's cut it out. Danger averted for now. Knocks it into space. Dink through. Bayer breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
Barcelona really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Fletcher cuts out the pass. Barcelona must do something here, and very quickly.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
And that's put paid to a promising move. That's an imaginative pass. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he plays one through. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Scholes wins the duel this time. He's picked his way through.
Pretty robust defending. This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Costa Curta. Batistuta looks to get on the end of this. It's come to nothing. And that should get the job done. And that is as far as it goes. One of those games that many would have felt no one deserved to lose, but sentiment counts for nothing here, and at the margins, It was decided.
Please be reminded that drinking is only
Well,
allowed
after all
in
of
the
that,
areas
Jim,
shown on
what are
this
you
map.
thinking?
Thank you very much for your
Barcelona never
cooperation.
really got into this game.
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So off we go then.
Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do what they did without the unsung heroes doing the dirty work, and Frank Rijkaard is amongst the very best in the business.
Some say the best ever.
Yeah, and I can see why. He's about as sophisticated as players come, and his role covers everything from reclaiming the ball to, well, pretty much everything else. Only a man of his calibre and cleverness can do that.
Great ball if he can get there. Beckenbauer gets rid without sophistication. Look at the space here, and he's Palmer! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. He's got tall. Harmlessly behind.
Yeah, it wasn't the worst decision in the world to go for the shot, even if he was being closely marshalled.
Milan ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. He's found a way through. Now that is a hefty challenge. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Pull it. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Robertson gets into a good position. Milan still without a single shot on target. Now that looks a decent ball. He's picked his way through. And that is expertly dealt with. Now it's Hullet. Very nearly half an hour gone here. And that is as far as they're going to go. And smartly reclaimed. And here's Hullet. He has found the way through. Big chance! Now that is commitment to the cause. Terrific header! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he's heaved it away. That's a lovely, neat pass. Beckenbauer, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. David Villa. Law proves just a little bit too strong. Oh, it's taken out. That'll be a foul. And he is going into that little black book. David Villa. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Can he get it through?
2 minutes has been indicated.
And that is going out for a goal kick. And the first 45 minutes are up. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
For the second.
And the action is back on the way.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
And it's Hullet. Oh, good read. Tries to play it through.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Foot in. Referee's given a throw. Looking for the run. Messi finds himself offside. Robertson is one whose deliveries we all know about. Palmer. Best part of an hour, and still no breakthrough from either side. Cafu, too strong for his opponent there. Bale providing an outlet on that flank. Law might just make this. And the pass is intercepted. And that has been knocked clear. And he's intervened well there. David Villa. Oh, easy pickings there. And still, we await the first breakthrough. Costa Curta. Milan have kept their powder dry on the substitution front so far. Could that be about to change?
It's about risk.
And the shot! They've scored! Finally the breakthrough!
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up.
The goal scorer.
Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Scholes demonstrated great strength there, and he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard.
Shot at goal! It's there! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Number 13.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely...
He's having a go! Oh, taken with style! And they're back in front! That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And that is a little undercooked.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Now it's Szoboszlai. It's come to nothing. Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Oh, terrible pass. Great chance! Really well taken goal. Two ahead, late in the day, game over surely. More or less by himself, as cool as you like.
89 minutes.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
Substitutions taking place.
Two up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Added minutes.
Well, I think
has
if they're
been
going to have any
indicated.
hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. And it's Scholes. Searching pass he's played there. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Beckenbauer. And the referee brings it to a close. Milan perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the effort put in by the players, but that does not hide the overall disappointment.
This is a hard one to take.
How would you sum up
but
what
we'll
we've
be back
witnessed, Jim?
stronger,
Well, Peter,
won't
I
we?
really couldn't see what this team was trying
Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're up and running.
We're in the presence of goalkeeping greatness, a man with total command of his defence.
I must say, I wouldn't fancy going eyeball to eyeball with him.
No, I mean, I always like a vociferous keeper, and Oliver Kahn would be perfect for me. Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
That looks a cracking ball. And this is Bale. Bale is on his own. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Oh, nice touch. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Oh, it's a grip. And Messi!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Now that is commitment to the cause. And we have our very first corner. Baresi is there and he can get that clear. And now they can spring out of defence. And he was alert to it. And he cuts out the supply. And it's Scholes. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. He's got away. And now they can clear their lines. Taken back almost at once. And he's opted for the long pass. Cannavaro, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Del Piero is being told in no uncertain terms that this will be his final warning.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Rijkaard. Chiesa going full steam ahead down the left flank. Lovely pass, but can he get there? It's run loose here. Oh, that's fabulous. Messi. Messi proves just a little bit too strong. It's their second corner of the game. Cannavaro clears it away. Oh, he's done very well to take that. Messi! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
Cafu proves too strong. Now it's Bale. Bale. And it's Messi. Oh, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Oh, that is a nice touch. Showing good feet. And he's quick to snatch it back.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Messi. Rijkaard. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How's the first half compared with your expectations?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
Substitution.
Here we go again then. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Nicely weighted ball. Played into space out wide. He's picked his way through. Goes for a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And that's aimed into the middle. Szoboszlai is there, and he can get that clear. Shot at goal! And he's done it!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
The goal scorer after 52
He just
minutes.
absolutely speared that in.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
A 1-0 lead established.
And talk about the perfect time to score. The manager's giving nothing away, but he'll be thrilled inside.
Chiesa is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Now it's Bale. Palmer. Aimed beyond the defence. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Down by a goal, needing to go up a gear. That's how it looks here. And he's managed to get free. Now then, the ball's come loose.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Substitution on the field. Number 9, Baresi.
So time for change.
Number
And
18,
this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Coming on the field, number 2.
Can he get on the end of this?
Beckenbauer.
No, that's been intercepted.
Number 15, David Villa.
Chiesa going face-to-face with his great rival. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And that is as far as they're going to go. Messi is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Chiesa going full tilt down the left. Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Roberto Carlos. Beckenbauer pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. So what can they make of this? Now it's Van Basten.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Cannavaro gets it away.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card. Baresi. And that will be it. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that.
Hello attendees, this
So Jim,
is
how do
a
you reflect
lost
on what we've
children's
seen?
announcement.
I've been in this position myself, and this will be difficult to take. They did everything right but score, but at least I suppose they can reflect on a few positives from this one.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So off we go then. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3-3.
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just throw the opposition off kilter. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
He's picked his way through.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Long ball upfield. Now that's well seen too. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Cole Palmer could be standout here, Peter. We sometimes see him in a centre-forward position, but I like to see him play from the right side of attack, because that enables him then to be able to...
Goal!
The goal scorer after 19 minutes is number 19, Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi. Lionel Messi.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Law. Oh, it's Van Basten.
That's going in strongly.
Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief.
He's had a shot! Oh, and the keeper couldn't hold it. It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
And there's the shot! Oh, that's a waste.
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands, that kind of thing is not going to get them back into this game.
Roberto Carlos. And the keeper's got it again. Half an hour played now. And claimed it back swiftly. And this is Del Piero. Del Piero! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Defending here is really tight. Mateus pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. That's a nicely shaped ball. Throw in. He's a sharp little ball here. It's played through for him. Big chance! And we have our very first corner. Law. Barcelona have the chance to go the other way.
Has been indicated.
And he's managed to get free. Shoots! Goal! And right on half-time, that is telling. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Lowe really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
And there's the end of the first half. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Substitution on the field. Number 97, Aubameyang. Coming on to
And that's the
replace
start of
him
another
is
45 minutes.
number 11, Sunil Chhetri.
Barcelona can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rijkaard, very much a man of this moment. And it's Szoboszlai. Great vision. Good ball. Tries a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And he's there to belt it away. The ball has bounced loose now. Incoming delivery. That's a decent clearance.
Barcelona clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
Threads one in. He has found the way through. That's a lovely, neat pass. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Van Basten. Oh, that's fabulous. Van Basten goes hurtling down that left-hand side. Del Piero! Baresi. There's the shot! Oh, taken with style! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
And that is fabulous! A true beauty of a goal!
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Looking for a runner. Takes a shot! And no, he couldn't find the finish.
Well, we could be headed for a scenario in which next goal is the winner. That chance could have been it too.
It's their second corner of the game. Baresi attempts a clearance. He's gone for goal. And somehow he managed to miss it. Corner number 3 coming up. And he gets rid in a hurry. Has a shot! And that's a real chance missed. Corner number 4 coming up here. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Del Piero. He's got away. And the shot! Oh, what about that? Late in the day, this could well be it. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Barcelona complete their comeback. And the shot! And it's in! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Palmer demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. Well read, and the danger is averted. Ah, he's fizzed it forward. And that's it. What a game, a contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. Law taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so.
Please report to the staff
So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely
Hello,
here.
everybody, and
Gorgeous,
welcome to
gorgeous
today's
evening.
match.
The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Well, we're on the way. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Cole Palmer could be standout here, Peter. We sometimes see him in a centre-forward position, but I like to see him play from the right side of attack, because that enables him then to be able to just drift inside on his left foot and then open up the pitch to see what he can deliver from there. And he's expert once he does tuck into those little spaces.
And Battis! It's bounced back off the post. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Baresi clears. Aimed beyond the defence. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And he's managed to get free. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Nicely weighted ball. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Looking for the run. Khan gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Law. Oh, what has happened here? Van Basten! Has another go! It's there! First blood drawn. Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
So the first goal of the game.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Well timed, excellent interception. It's gone in, and it is an own goal.
I don't think he knew too much about it, Peter. It comes off him awkwardly.
Well, who saw that coming? It has certainly made things interesting.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
And it's Del Piero. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Palmer was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Now it's Batistuta. Could be danger here. Can he get on the end of this? Beckenbauer, the pressing's intense. Oh, shooting chance! And he's done it! And that is stunning, just too hot to handle.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Knocks it out wide. Aubameyang, oh, smashing him! Oh, it's come off the upright.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Not the most accurate pass. Szoboszlai. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time.
The own goal was symptomatic of their first half performance.
Please
They're
keep
not
your
at
eyes
it.
on your children during the match at all times.
And we're underway again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it.
Szoboszlai! I'll be a bit disappointed with that.
Well, that was certainly bold, Peter. He's never short on confidence.
Costa Curta. And it's Messi. No, he refuses to take the bait. And it's Messi. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Law. That's a cute ball. Now it's Szoboszlai. And that pass just didn't quite work. And it's Szoboszlai. Now it's Van Basten. Defending here is really tight. Szoboszlai has an approach to the game which is pretty much... It's Van Basten! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. That looks a good cross. And he's heaved it away. Messi.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Szoboszlai, it's a pretty loose pass. Darren Fletcher. Well, that pass isn't the best. And here's Del Piero. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. Van Basten unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Cannavaro could try cutting inside here. Oh, it's come loose. Cannavaro. And here's Van Basten. Van Basten! And that could have brought them level.
That's really unlucky because he didn't do an awful lot wrong then. It's a let-off for that defence.
That has been cut short.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
That's really well cleared. Now it's Aubameyang. Oh, well measured. Now then, the ball's come loose.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Khan claims comfortable. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. And that is that. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
I enjoyed that, Peter. Both teams went about their work in a really committed manner, and for me, it just always held an interest.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all. Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Bernardo Silva. He's a real box of tricks, Peter.
He's tried one!
Can't be expected to deliver anything better than that. This is heroic keeping.
Opts for safety. Maldini. Del Piero. Law. Looking for options for movement. Camavinga gets good distance on it. Now it's Mbappe. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
India still without a single shot on target. Rijkaard. Baresi. And it's Yaya Toure. And it's Yaya Toure. Now it's Del Piero. Bernardo Silva, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, I think that move petered out due to a lack of urgency. There was no cutting edge.
Bernardo Silva is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Looking to play him in. That ball looks a good one. Adams gets it clear. Del Piero. Ah, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Crunching tackle. Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Now it's Palmer. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Batistuta. Law. And this is Del Piero. Mateus. Great chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
India certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
And he was quick to react. Law. Mateus. He's having a shot! And it's a goal!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to...
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
There's plenty of positives to take, despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy, a little more composure up front perhaps, that's not too much to ask.
India are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good.
Substitution in progress.
And we're off again.
India really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
India different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Hakimi. He is just caressing the ball. Aimed in towards the centre.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Short changes him with that pass. Yaya Toure. India are still that goal to the good. Raul. Raul going face to face with his great rival. Scholes producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Baresi wins the duel this time. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, this lead is beginning to look a little delicate. I'd rather see them show the ambition.
Goes for goal! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, and usually you're going to get punished.
He's a sharp little ball here. It's a searching pass. Nice looking ball. Good take, and is he in? Decent chance! He scored! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Now it's Del Piero. Batistuta tries a shot! Really well taken goal. And again they hit the front. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. And that could set him on his way. That is a crunching tackle. No messing about, just bludgeoned away.
India clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
That's a cute ball. That's really well cleared.
There they go, hunting again.
Oh, what has happened here? He is through here. Real chance here. Yaya Toure. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. So who's he going to be aiming for here? Oh, robust challenge.
3 minutes added time.
Mbappe. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Looking for the run. Oh, real chance! And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. India pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't matter. They have the win, and that's what they needed. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
India definitely came out on top, simply because they were allowed to march through the middle. something they jumped onto nice and early and continuously exploited.
Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Begley.